In this video, we want to take a look at the body of the flashlight, and we're going to ignore the keychain for a little while, and we're just going to make this part here. One version of the sketch is shown here, and you can see that we could make this based on the dimensions we have here. We can make it from the ground up in a different part studio, and then later put the screw cap, which we made previously, together with the body in an assembly. However, are we sure that those two parts are going to fit together? So, for example, consider the fact that this little protrusion right here, it comes out 0.2, and it's got a diameter of 0.860, and that fits into the screw cap, which according to my measurements has a diameter of 0.765. So we're glossing over a lot of detail, and so the question is, how do we make those fit? So this is where a technique called top-down rather than bottom-up design is used, in which you use existing geometry here to create another part so that they fit together. And so I'm going to try that in this video. So rather than have a new part studio and a new part, I'm going to change the name of my part studio to body/screw cap. And if we put more parts in there using the top-down approach, then we'll modify that to be more representative. But this part studio won't just have the screw cap in it anymore. Okay, so the part here, it slides in right here into the back of the screw cap. And so, yeah, this part here slides into here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use that existing geometry. So we're going to come around to the back, and we're going to make it fit. Let's think about how we might want to do this. I think I'm going to place a sketch on this back plane here, and I'm going to use, I'm going to use it explicitly. I think it'll extrude anyway, and I'm going to extrude in 0.2. So I'm going to extrude in the thickness that I think that is based on my measurements. And you'll notice that the diameter here, which in our measurements was 0.686, is now going to be the diameter of this interior part of the screw cap. And so they'll fit together. So let me finish that sketch, and I'm going to extrude here the other way, 0.2. So there it is. And instead of add, I'm going to select new. So it should change the color and take it. Okay, I think it did change the color. It's just that I changed the original color of the screw cap. So I'm going to rename this to body, and I'm going to change its color to a color more appropriate for it, and this sort of the whitish color like that. So we've got that in there. If we turn off the screw cap, you can see we've got the little protrusion that is right here. Okay, so now we need to go up and down and back and over. So how can we do that? Well, we're going to have some dimensions. And let's see what that dimension is right here. It should be, well, I think it's going to be determined maybe by the screw cap a little bit again. But I got 1.0 for the maximum out here. And it'll come down, and it's to that diameter. So I think it's fixed for us. So we're just going to come out a distance to 1 inch. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to keep the screw cap off, I think. And I'm going to place a sketch here and make a concentric circle with a diameter 1. And now I can proceed because I've got that defined. Okay, let's come back here. So if we're going to come from here to here, maybe a loft would work. And that distance is going to be, yeah, going to be 1.895 minus 1.32 minus 0.2. So let's go ahead and do that. 1.895 minus 1.32. So I'm going to come over here, right click offset plane. Pops out there. So this is going to be 1.895 minus 1.32 minus 1.32 minus this distance at 0.2. Tab. That number sounds familiar, so I've got that. And I'm going to loft a sketch from here to here. So let's put a sketch on this plane. And you can see that's going to be a circle. It's going to be, let's see, it's going to be we're right here. And that corresponds to this circle right here, the dashed lines, because it's a hidden line, 0.585. This we can choose because it's independent of the screw cap, I think. So that diameter is going to be 0.585. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and put that here. 0.585. And I'm going to accept that sketch. Now I need to loft from here to here. So let's do that. So here, we got the start profile and end profile, so we can play with that. So from here, oh, it doesn't like that, does it? To here. It doesn't like that it's right there. Why isn't that? There, so it picks up the whole sketch. I don't want that sketch to include that. So why is that doing that? Let me hit the circle, press Q for a construction line, and try to get that. No, that's not going to work. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know why that. Let me try it one more time. The loft. Let's go from here to there. But it doesn't like that one. There's probably a way to get around that. Seems like this is being auto projected. Is there a way that I can unshow? Hide. Show curvature. I don't think there is. So what I'm going to do is come back to that sketch and I'm going to delete it. I didn't want to do that. Maybe I do. Let me delete everything. And I'm going to do an offset plane from here. And I'm going to do it just like 0.010. And accept that. Place a sketch here. Again, I'm trying to avoid having that existing circle be part of the sketch that I'm trying to loft. So I think it's not the same. Yeah, not the same. So here I'm going to do an offset plane, and that distance, I think, fortunately, I remember it's 0.375. There, and then I'm going to place a sketch on here, and that is 0.575, 0.585, 0.585. Now, let's see. I don't want these planes to show. They're bothering me. So there's my two sketches. Hopefully this line here doesn't come along for the ride on this loft. And here to here, and it doesn't. Okay. Now, the start, I don't know. Normal? That looks good. And the end? Tangent? That's kind of what we want. So I'm going to accept it there. And I don't want that loft to make it. I want to add to it. Oh, that's right. But it won't let me because I'm not really touching it. So we have that issue of the sketch in there. So we're going to have to figure that out. Okay. So now let's turn the screw cap on just to make sure we know where we're at. Turn it off. And again, those are we're going to use a union to get those to come together, put a little filler in there. I'll have to look into why that's the case. And now the final thing I can do real quick is put a sketch there. And I don't even think I need to Uh, I'll put a new circle there. It automatically projects, and oh, here we go again. That's going to be 1.875895 minus 1.32, and I want it to be add. Okay, there we go. That looks not long enough. Why doesn't it? Missing face of sketch. Okay. Really frustrated with Onshape's projection of. So let's go ahead and project it. I think it's complaining that I didn't project anything here, or that that's not a. Yeah, this is kind of curved. Oh boy. So wait, I needed to be in a sketch. I apologize. I'm fumbling here. Let's put a circle all the way to there. I'm struggling here. So I'm going to stop there, and I think this video may do the job in terms of getting you familiar with the idea that you can use existing geometry, in this case the screw cap, to make the body part. We run into some easily surmountable issues here with the loft, and I think I'm going to go back to the drawing board, check that out, and update the video or make a new video on this. Thanks for watching.